This conference will now be recorded.
थैंक यू तमाम साथियों को एक बार फिर याली मदद। आज हम मॉन्ट्रियल के एक बेहतर ख्याल के फरमान को पढ़ने की कोशिश करेंगे, जो बेहतर ख्याल का फरमान है 1992 का। इंशाल्लाह कामरे साहब, अगर आप मुझे स्क्रीन शेयर करने की परमिशन देते हैं तो आई विल डिस्प्ले द फरमान ऑन स्क्रीन।
जी सर, प्लीज गो अहेड सर। Sir, we cannot hear you, sir.
अब सही है कामरे साहब?
जी सर, we can hear you now.
एक बार फिर तमाम साथियों को याली मदद। नूर मौलाना शाह करीम हुसैनी हाजिर इमाम। या मौलाए मेहरबान मदद फरमा। अलैयुल कय्यूम अली अल्लाह मदद फरमा। अलैयुल कय्यूम अली अल्लाह। अलैयुल कय्यूम अली अल्लाह। अलैयुल कय्यूम अली अल्लाह। अलैयुल कय्यूम अली अल्लाह मदद फरमा। नूर मौलाना शाह करीम हुसैनी हाजिर इमाम। या मौला तौफीक ताईद हिम्मत व यारी मौला। तौफीक ताईद हिम्मत व यारी मौला। आज हम बेतुल ख्याल के एक फरमान जो इमाम ज़मान ने मॉन्ट्रियल में अगस्त 15, 1992 को फरमाया, उसको पढ़ने की कोशिश करेंगे। In advance, I would like to thank our friend from London for sharing and drawing our attention to this Farman. And this Farman has some key words which we have discussed in our Ibadat and Isme Azam lectures. But you will see how Imam, with his utmost wisdom, gives us a Farman in very short vocabulary or short words for us to read between the line and understand what is not written there. But if you have been listening to the Ibadat Bandagi and Isme Azam lectures, this Farman will confirm and will help you with all those lectures and what we have talked about and how we have brought those guidance to the practice. Inshallah ta'ala, please recite the Holy Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad. The Farman that I will give you today is important, and I would like you, as you are here, to try to distinguish between the material, physical world in which we live and the world of the soul. आप देखते हैं कि मौला एतुल ख्याल के फरमान के अंदर सबसे पहले हमारी तवज्जो इस बात पर दिलाना चाहते हैं कि what is the difference between the physical and spiritual world. The question would be, do we not know, or is it because sometimes we forget? All the matter of the tariqah, all the ibadat, bandagi, kiryawazari, even though we perform them physically, but it is the matter of the spirit, the soul, and the batin. And let's see what Mullah Baba says. What is the difference between those two? The world of spirit, the world of which is eternal in each one of you. Pay attention to these words. Like I said, there are words which are written and there are words which are not written. And you have to read between the line. You have to understand and find the batin in between the line. Mullah says, the world of spirit, which is eternal, in each one of you. Our normal thought was that we are physically live in this world. After we die, we will go to the world of soul, the spiritual world. But Mullah says no. The world of the soul, the spiritual world, is in your alame shaksi, is in you. It is in your personal world, within you, with you today. You see why this Farman is so important for us. And you will see within this one paragraph, Imam have opened our eyes to what and how. I believe this Farman will help us understand some of the things which we did not understand before. With Imam's mercy, today we will try to learn those new concepts to us. And the very first one was that our spiritual world, our batin, our personal world is in each one of us, and that is eternal. Even if we die physically, the soul and our spiritual world will never die and will remain with us always, always and always. But it does not mean that while we are physically living on this earth, we do not have that. No, we do have that, and we carry that personal world within ourselves. Reminds me of Mullah Ali's call, where Mullah says, you think you are a small body when entire universe is hidden within yourself. How can entire universe be hidden in ourselves? How? In the shape and the form of soul and intellect. Our soul, which is the lower I, but it is connected to higher I. Ruhe Ulvi, Nafsun Vaida of the Imam. As we are part of that Nafsun Vaida, the soul of the Imam, the higher I, and Imam is Wakulle Sha'in, therefore we in ourselves, in our personal world, have entire universe hidden within ourselves because we are part of that. As Imam never dies, as Imam is eternal, as Imam is always living and present, part of his soul, we will never die because we are part of Imam's soul. And matter of fact, if everything is encompassed in Imam, then we are also in the Imam. And as long as Imam is living and present within him, we will never die. Do you see how this connection, which was always in front of our eyes, today we are making those connections through this Farman, through this one line, which is eternal in each one of you. The world of soul, personal world, is eternal in each one of you. That which is that part of you, only that part which is eternal. The physical body is not eternal. Physical body will die. Physically, if we have come to this world, we will leave this world. As sure as we were born, we will die one day. What is eternal is our soul. Is our soul. And that is eternal. And since our soul is not just a teeny mini particle, but an entire universe, as it is connected to the higher I of the Imam, the soul of the Imam, Nafsun Wahida, the universal soul of the Imam. Our example, the example of our soul is like sun ray. An Imam soul is the example of the sun. In the evening, we will return, meaning the sun rays, return back to the original. And our origin is the sun, the Nur, the Imam. We were never disconnected, even though we are on the earth as a sun ray and in the millions and billions, but our origin, the original source of light, the soul, the sun is Imam. And in evening, we must return back to him. We must return back to him. So Mullah says, only part which is eternal. When life ceases, the soul lives on. The soul is eternal. Now the question that comes to mind, what do we do? How much do we do? And what can we do for something which is eternal? How much time do we give to something which is temporary, our body, compared to something which is eternal, living forever? Are we giving enough time, attention to what is permanent versus compared to what is temporary? From the time in the morning as we wake up, our attention, total attention, is toward our physical being. We do anything and everything to make our physical life happy, comfortable, easy, but what is inside of us which is permanent and eternal, the soul, how much do we give care? How much do we think about? And this Farman in Mullah is saying, without saying it, think about what is in you and what is permanent. Why are we giving our entire life to something of a physical and temporary instead of paying attention to what is permanent, what will remain forever? You know, when Mola Baba comes and we have opportunity and we are fortunate enough to take the Memani in the Huzur of the Imam, what will we take to him? What Memani will we present to him? Would it be something of a temporary manner, or will we present to him something that he can keep forever, something of a permanent nature? Will we give him something dirty and not useful, or will we give him something of the pure, clean, and very, very useful? What will we present to him? The day we die, the soul which needs to return back to the Imam, how will we present that soul to Imam? Dirty, sinful, or clean, purified, elevated? the way we had received it in the most beautiful manner, what Mehmani would we like to present to the Imam? Because the day we die, that's the day you will have the opportunity to present that Mehmani of your soul to the Imam Zaman. You will be in front of him. What would you like to present to him? What Mehmani would you like to give him? How pure of the soul would you like to return back to him? Because he had given us the pure soul, just purest form. How will we return that back to him? That is up to us. Inshallah, inshallah, as the Mu'min, the follower of the Imam, we are paying attention to the matter. Inshallah. Mullah says, and it is important that you understand that the Farman that I am giving you today does not concern the physical world. It concerns that part of each individual which is eternal. Very powerful Farman, very clear Farman, very, very clear Farman. Let's come to the Bandagi part of it. And we will see how Imam is guiding us step by step by step. Imam says further, when you sit in Bandagi, set aside worldly concerns, be humble, concentrate on the bowl and open your hearts to light. So much in this one line, so much. Let's take it one at a time, one at a time. First, Mullah said, when you sit in Bandagi, leave aside, put it on aside, a worldly concern, all your worldly concern, put it to aside. How do we do that? How do we do that? So Mullah explained himself in this Farman. Concentrate on your bowl. You know, we say that in our good times, in our bad times, when we get busy with whatever we enjoy doing, we forget our pain. We forget our sickness. We forget our worries because we get busy with something that we like. And we have seen, right? Men and women, if they like to cook, they get busy with cooking and they forget all the pain and suffering. If they like to build something, or if they like computers, or today we have this tool we call phone, and we are just busy with our thumbs and WhatsApp. हम भूल जाते हैं ना, हम हमारे जितनी भी तकालीफ होती है उसको हम भूल जाते हैं. मैं थोड़ा सा पीछे जाकर थोड़ा उर्दू में इसको एक्सप्लेन करूंगा पहले पार्ट को भी, क्योंकि ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट फरमान है. In a minute I will go back and I will explain the first part also. concentrate on bowl as we do for our worldly matters. How do we forget our pain and suffering when we do something we like to do? We do that every day. That is part of our human nature. We forget those things when we get busy with something that we like to do. We distract ourselves from the pain and suffering. Correct? If I'm not correct, tell me. But that is part of the human nature. Imam is teaching us this in very first line, that if you have come to the Baitul Kyal and you have received the bowl with the blessing of the Imam, because you have said, Mola, I would love to be close to you. I would love to do ibadat bandagi to elevate my soul. Now, are we doing ibadat? Because this is the question that we need to ask ourselves, each one of us, ourselves. Are we doing ibadat as a burden or as a happiness? Are we practicing ibadat and concentrated on our bowl? Do we concentrate on our bowl? Meaning our focus, 100% complete focus, because we love to do it. I just gave the world example. How do we forget our pain and all of the other worldly matters when we do something which we love to do? We do that every day as a part of our daily life, human nature. Mullah says, be humble. Now, this part again, how do we be humble? Do we like sit like this? Or what does it mean, be humble? How do we understand this part? And this question have come at least 100 times before. How do we be humble? Humble is not a 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour practice, but it is the lifetime practice. It's a daily practice. When we sit in ibadat, and if our usual life, our physical life, we are always going around and talking about me, I, you will not be able to be humble. You can't, because it's not part of your nature. It's not part of our nature. Because humility, the humbleness, comes with practice, comes with nature. If our nature is humble, our daily practice is with humility. It's not about me and I. Then when you sit in ibadat, that humility, the humbleness will come naturally. And what words, what thought process you will go through, you will instantly have in your heart, in your thoughts, on your tongue, Ya Mullah, I'm nothing. I'm Garib and AZIZ. I cannot perform ibadat. I cannot do what you're asking me to do because it is not in my capacity. I will not be able to fulfill the promise. But you, my spiritual father, my spiritual mother, as my loving mother, as my loving father, come, help me, hold me, take me into the Baitul Khayal. Take me where you like me to go. I cannot do it. I don't have strength, courage. I cannot do it, Mullah, but you can do it. And I know that you are that loving mother who will stand behind me, who will watch me, and who will take me, teach me, show me, walk me, elevate me where and how you like to see me progressing. Be humble. If you sit in ibadat thinking it is because you are doing something, then we have already failed. I am doing ibadat. I get up early in the morning. I, me will not work. It just does not work. And we have tried it for years and years. It just doesn't work. But when you say, I am nothing, Mullah makes you everything. When you say, I am on the floor, Mullah rises you. When you are weak, Mullah give you strength. When you leave it to him, he will fly you. Be humble. And then, while you are reciting and concentrate on your bowl, keep your heart open. What does it mean? Keep your heart open. What it means is believe, believe, and let the nur come into your heart. When you believe in the promise of the Imam, in the mercy of the Imam, because when Imam gave you the bowl, he did not just give you the bowl so you fail. Imam gave you the bowl so you may succeed. If you open your heart, meaning if you believe in his mercy, if you believe in the strength and the power of the Isme Azam, then that happiness that Mullah blessed you, Mullah had told you that you will have. You will have. And practice, don't take my word, practice that tomorrow. Just believe and see the miracle. Keep your heart open. Don't think that I've been doing it for a year or two and nothing is happening. I've been doing it for 20 years, nothing is happening. Maybe today is the night. Maybe today is the night in which Mullah will bless you with his heart, with his love, with his happiness, with his nur, because you yourself had opened the heart and believed. If you open your heart, as per Imam's Farman, he has no reason to not give you what he wants to give you. He wants to give you that. He likes to give you that. He's happy to give you the nur, the didar. Otherwise, why would he even give you Ismi Azam? You see, let's move a little bit forward and then we will come into, there's one last paragraph we will go, and then I will come into Urdu explanation, because this Farman is just beautiful. So Mullah says, do not get distracted. And if you are distracted, stop bandagi. Now this was a question my friend asked from London, and that's what brought our attention to this Farman. And I appreciate her for drawing our attention to this, so all of us can benefit. All of us can benefit from this. If again, I would like you to listen and re-listen to those lectures of Ibadat and Ismi Azam. And we had talked about this. At the beginning of the Ibadat, when you start your Ibadat, go into Sajda, talk to Mullah Bapa, do some Kriya Azari, be humble, and pay attention to your bowl. And when you start your Ibadat, let's say a minute, 5 minutes, and you get distracted. What was he teaching? What was taught? You stop your Ibadat. Go into Sajda again. Start all over again. Just like you had started 5 minutes ago at the beginning of the Bandagi. If you get distracted and if you continue, that thought is not going away. So what do? You stop the Bandagi, stop the Ibadat. Go into Sajda. Talk to Mullah Bapa again. Little bit of Kriya Azari. Show your humility. Tell Mullah Bapa, what is the issue? Why can you not concentrate? Tell Mullah Bapa, he's here. He's standing right next to you. Why don't you take his help? Why don't you take his hand? Why don't you not want him to help you? That loving mother, she's standing right next to you to help you. Only thing you have to do is ask. Why not? Stop the Ibadat. Go into Sajda again. When you do that, let me tell you what will happen. Because when you go into Sajda, first thing you did, you acknowledged that there are thoughts which is bothering you. You acknowledge that. You go into Sajda, you change the topic from whatever thought you had, you change the topic and you start talking to Mullah Bapa. Now you are doing what you love to do. Remember this example we had given at the beginning? We all love to talk to Mullah Bapa, right? Let's do something with what we like to do, what we love to do. Let's talk to our beautiful, merciful mother. Tell her what is your problem. And when you come back, after that 1 minute of break, 1 minute of talk, 1 minute of sajda, start your ibadat again. And if that happens again, even if you have to do this every 1 minute, every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, do it again and again and again and again. Do not continue when your thoughts are bothering you. Stop. Go into sajda. Talk to Mola Papa. Tell him your issues. Tell him your problem. I can guarantee you that 5 minutes after that you will receive. That 1 minute after the sajda that you will receive will be much, much better than 1 hour of ibadat. You only need that 1 minute, that 60 seconds, that 5 minutes, whatever that is, of the complete ibadat, the complete attention, the complete attention on your bowl. You shall need that 1 minute. Once you are connected, the game is over. Once you are connected, you will no longer be in this physical world. You will be in your personal world, in your spiritual world. You will be one with Imam. Your lower eye will connect to the higher eye. Your soul will connect to the Imam's soul. There will be no discomfort. There will be no distraction. You just need that 1 minute. If you start from this point of view, that I do not need 1 hour, but I need 1 minute, then 1 minute, then 1 minute, then 1 minute. But whenever you get distracted, the thought comes, stop the bandagi. I will encourage you, if you love to do ibadat, listen to those few lectures. It will teach you how. Because Imam wants you to succeed. He wants to give you the nur and the didar. How do we know that? Otherwise, he would not have given you this miasm. You see how merciful our mother is? Inshallah, inshallah. With this Farman, we will understand. So Mullah says, stop the bandagi. Don't enter into the state of force. Don't force it. You cannot fight your thoughts. You cannot fight your thoughts. So stop in the state of force, of compulsion. When you go to bandagi, that itself is an act of faith. I said it earlier, right? Believe. When you sit in ibadat, you have to believe. You have to believe. You have to believe. An act of submission. Remember sajda? An act of spiritual search. Betul Khayal. And you should be simply happy because you are sitting in bandagi. Wherever you find that light, whether you find the light or you don't find the light, regardless, you will be happy. You will be happy. You will be happy. So we will stop here. Let me explain a little bit in Urdu for our Urdu speaking friends, because this फरमान is just beautiful. मुला फरमाते हैं इस फरमान के अंदर सबसे पहले कि बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है कि हम इस बात का ख्याल करें और समझें कि हमारी फिजिकल जिंदगी, हमारी जिस्मानी जिंदगी और हमारी रूह की जिंदगी, ये दो अलग-अलग चीजें हैं. हमारी जो फिजिकल जिंदगी है वो टेम्पररी है, उसके मुकाबले में हमारी जो रूह है वो परमानेंट है, وہ ہمیشہ کے لیے ہے.
Sir, we cannot hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Okay. مولا فرماتے ہیں کوئی انمیوٹ ہو چکا ہے. Can you mute him please? Not me. Request to the friend online, please pay attention to your device. Please mute yourself. Amr Sahib, are you able to unmute?
Ji sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Kamra Sahib. Okay. تو ہم بات کر رہے تھے کہ مولا فرماتے ہیں کہ آپ کی روح پرمیننٹ ہے اور آپ ہی کے اندر ایک عالم شخصی ہے, ایک پرسنل دنیا ہے, اور یہ دنیا, یہ اسپرچل دنیا, یہ روحانی دنیا آپ ہی کے اندر ہے ابھی اور آج. ایسا نہیں ہے کہ مرنے کے بعد ہم کو کسی روحانی دنیا کے اندر جانا ہے. ہمارے اندر ہی وہ روحانی دنیا موجود ہے, ہمارے اندر ہی وہ موجود ہے. اور آپ اس دنیا کے جو ٹیمپرری ہے اس کے مقابلے میں اس چیز کی طرف جو پرمیننٹ ہے, یعنی کہ اپنی روح کی طرف توجہ دے. اور یہ بات آپ کو سمجھنی ہے. مولا فرماتے ہیں کہ آپ کی ایک پرمیننٹ مستقر آلویز رہنے والی ایک زندگی ہے, اور وہ آپ ہی کے اندر موجود ہے ابھی آج ہی. اس کو ہم عالم شخصی کہتے ہیں. اور مولا علی نے فرمایا کہ آپ اپنے آپ کو ایک چھوٹا سا انسان سمجھتے ہیں, جبکہ آپ کے اندر پوری کائنات چھپی ہوئی ہے, پوری کائنات چھپی ہوئی ہے. اور وہ کائنات کس طرح سے ہمارے اندر چھپی ہوئی ہے؟ کیونکہ ہماری جو روح ہے وہ امام کی روح کا ایک حصہ ہے. ہماری روح امام کی روح کا ایک حصہ ہے, جو مثال کے طور پر امام کی روح یونیورسل سول ایک سورج کی طرح ہے, اور ہم سورج کی شعاعیں ہیں جو ہزاروں لاکھوں کروڑوں کے اندر ہے. جب شام کو وہ شعاعیں لوٹتی ہے تو اپنے اوریجن کے اندر, امام کے اندر دوبارہ جا کر مل جاتی ہے, اور وہ پرمیننٹ ہے, کبھی بھی نہیں مرنے والی ہے. تو مولا فرماتے ہیں کہ آپ کو اس بات کا خیال کرنا چاہیے کہ آپ اپنی فزیکل جسم کے لیے کتنی محنت کرتے ہیں, کتنی دور بھاگ کرتے ہیں, اور صبح سے لے کر رات تک آپ کی پوری توجہ آپ کے جسم کے اوپر ہوتی ہے جو ٹیمپرری ہے, جبکہ آپ کے اندر ہی, آپ کے عالم شخصی کے اندر ایک روح ہے جو پرمیننٹ ہے. آپ اس کی طرف توجہ دیں کیونکہ وہ پرمیننٹ ہے, نہ کہ یہ جسم. تو ہم ٹیمپرری چیز کے پیچھے کیوں بھاگتے ہیں؟ جبکہ ہمارے پاس ایک ایسی چیز ہے جو پرمیننٹ ہے، اس کی طرف توجہ دلائے۔ مولا ہمیں ان دو چیزوں کے اندر تمیز کرنے کے لیے فرمان فرماتے ہیں۔ مولا فرماتے ہیں کہ یہ فرمان جو میں آج آپ کو کر رہا ہوں وہ بہت ہی امپورٹنٹ ہے، کیونکہ مولا ہمیں اسٹیپ بائی اسٹیپ ایک ایک چیز کو علیحدہ علیحدہ کر کے سمجھا رہے ہیں اس فرمان کے اندر۔ اور آپ نے دیکھا کہ اس فرمان کے اندر مولا نے ہمیں کس طرح سے یہ پورا پیراگراف کے اندر ہم کو سمجھایا کہ جو فزیکل ہے وہ پرماننٹ نہیں ہے، جو روح ہے وہ اٹرنل ہے، وہ پرماننٹ ہے، وہ ہمیشہ کے لیے ہے۔ اچھا، دوسرے پیراگراف میں مولا فرماتے ہیں کہ جب آپ عبادت میں بیٹھے ہیں تو دنیا کے اوپر توجہ نہ دیں، دنیا کی تکالیف، دنیا کی مصیبت، دنیا کے وچار، دھندا، یہ وہ، بچے، گھر، اس کی طرف توجہ نہ دیں، اس کو چھوڑ دیں۔ اس کی مثال کے اندر ناچیز نے عرض کی کہ جس طرح سے ہم جب کوئی تکلیفیں ہوتے ہیں، کوئی چیز ہم کو بادر کرتی ہے تو ہم اپنی توجہ ان چیزوں کی طرف کرتے ہیں جو پرماننٹ، جس کو کرنے میں ہم کو مزہ آتا ہے۔ ہم نے اگزامپل دی کہ وہ خواتین و حضرات جو کھانا پکانا پسند کرتے ہیں، کوئی چیز کو بنانا پسند کرتے ہیں، یا کمپیوٹر، یا ہمارے پاس یہ جو ایک مصیبت ہم نے پالی ہے فون، اس کے اوپر ہم سارا دن واٹس ایپ کے اوپر بیٹھے ہوتے ہیں، ہماری ساری تکلیفوں کو ہم بھول جاتے ہیں، رائٹ؟ اسی طرح سے جتنا آپ شوق سے کھانا پکاتے ہیں، شوق سے اپنے کمپیوٹر کے اوپر بیٹھتے ہیں، شوق سے آپ واٹس ایپ کے اوپر سارا دن ٹیپ 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 کرتے ہیں، اتنے ہی شوق سے، لگن سے، پیار سے، بٹن سے نہیں، عبادت بٹن سے نہیں کرنی ہے، خوشی سے کرنی ہے، پیار سے کرنی ہے، لگن سے کرنی ہے۔ اب اس پیار لگن سے اپنے بول کے اوپر توجہ دیں، اور اس کے لیے ناچیز نے عرض کی کہ آپ جو اسم اعظم اور عبادت کے لیکچرز ہیں اس کے اندر اسٹیپ بائی اسٹیپ جو سمجھایا گیا تھا، آج اس کے فرمان کو ہم پڑھ رہے ہیں کہ کس طرح سے عبادت کا آغاز ہونا چاہیے، کس طرح سے عبادت کے اندر جب آپ کی کنسنٹریشن ٹوٹ جائے، خیالات آئے تو روک دے۔ مولا فرماتے ہیں کہ جب آپ کے اوپر خیالات کا غلبہ ہو، آپ عبادت نہ کریں، آپ فورس نہ کریں، کیونکہ اگر آپ فورس کریں گے تو وہ خیالات کہیں جانے والے نہیں ہیں۔ آپ عبادت کو روکیں، دوبارہ سے سجدے میں جا کر ایک مرتبہ دوبارہ اپنی عبادت کا آغاز کریں۔ اگر آپ کو ہر ایک منٹ میں، ہر 5 منٹ میں بھی یہ کرنا پڑتا ہے تو بار 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 یہ کریں۔ جب بھی کوئی تھوٹ آ جائے آپ رک جائیں، اگر آپ اس سے فائٹ کریں گے تو وہ تھوٹ آتے رہیں گے۔ مولا بولتے ہیں نو، اسٹاپ کر دے اپنی عبادت کو، دوبارہ سے سجدہ کرتے ہوئے، مولا سے مدد مانگتے ہوئے، مولا سے بات کرتے ہوئے، یاد رکھیں کہ مولا آپ کے ساتھ ایک پیاری مہربان ماں کی طرح کھڑا ہوا ہے۔ آپ اس سے بات کریں، اس کا ہاتھ پکڑیں، وہ تو آپ کے پاس ہی کھڑا ہوا ہے، کیوں آپ اس سے مدد نہیں لیتے ہیں؟ کیوں اس کا ہاتھ نہیں پکڑتے ہیں؟ وہ تو کھڑا ہوا ہے کہ یہاں پر آپ نے اس کو پکارا، وہاں پر وہ آیا، ایک پیاری مہربان ماں کی طرح۔ آپ جب بھی عبادت میں بیٹھے اور آپ کا دھیان ہٹ جائے، آپ عبادت کرنا چھوڑ دیں 1 سیکنڈ کے لیے، 1 منٹ کے لیے، دوبارہ سے سجدہ کریں، اسٹارٹ آل اوور اگین، دوبارہ سے شروع کریں۔ کانسنٹریٹ آف 1 منٹ، خالی 1 منٹ بھی اگر آپ کا دھیان لگ گیا تو وہ 1 گھنٹے سے بہتر ہے۔ ایک مرتبہ آپ اس سے کنیکٹ ہو گئے، آپ کی روح اور امام کی روح ایک منٹ کے لیے ایک مرتبہ کنیکٹ ہو گئی، بس وہ ایک منٹ آپ کے لیے ایک گھنٹے سے بلکہ پوری زندگی کی عبادت سے بہتر ہے۔ ہم کو صرف وہ ایک منٹ چاہیے۔ کس طرح سے وہ ایک منٹ بنائے ہم؟ سجدہ، ہیوملٹی، ہمبلنس، ہیپینس، ناٹ وتھ برڈن۔ جب آپ کی توجہ ہٹ جائے آپ عبادت کو روک لیں، سجدے میں جائیں، دوبارہ سے شروع کریں۔ اور میں آپ کو ایک فنی، بہت ہی اچھی، آپ کو مزہ آئے گا اس بات میں۔ اگر آپ بار بار یہ کریں گے نا، یعنی کہ سجدہ کریں گے، مولا سے بات کریں گے، آپ کے شیطان کو اچھا نہیں لگے گا، وہ آپ سے ناراض ہو جائے گا، وہ آپ سے دور ہو جائے گا، بھاگ جائے گا، بولیں گا یار یہ بندہ کیسا ہے، میں اس کو وسوسے ڈالتا ہوں، یہ تو اپنے مولا سے بات کرتا ہے، میری طرف توجہ ہی نہیں دیتا ہے۔ وہ آپ سے ناراض ہو کے بھاگ جائے گا، آپ سے دور ہو جائے گا۔ Isn't that what we want؟ یہ چاہیے نا ہم کو۔ آپ اس کے اوپر توجہ نہیں دیں گے تو شیطان آپ سے ناراض ہو کر آپ سے دور ہو جائے گا۔ کتنا مزہ آئے گا، کیونکہ آپ نے توجہ دی اپنی ماں پر، امام پر، اپنے شیطان کو اگنور کیا، اس کے وسوسے کو اگنور کیا، اس کے تھوٹس کو اگنور کیا، تب وہ آپ سے دور ہو جائے گا۔ یہی مولا یہاں پر فرما رہے ہیں کہ جب آپ کی توجہ ہٹ جائے تو عبادت کرنا چھوڑ دیں، اسٹاپ، اور سجدہ کرتے ہوئے دوبارہ سے شروع کریں۔ پھر مولا بولتے ہیں اپنے دل کو کھلا رکھیں، یعنی کہ یقین کریں کہ امام آپ کو دینا چاہتا ہے نور۔ اس کی کیا وجہ ہے؟ یہ کہ اگر آپ کو امام نور نہیں دینا چاہتا تو پھر آپ کو اسم اعظم کیوں دیتا؟ وہ تو چاہتا ہے کہ آپ کنیکٹ ہو جائے اس سے، وہ تو چاہتا ہے کہ آپ کے اندر نور کا اجاگر ہو، وہ تو چاہتا ہے کہ آپ کی روح بلندی تک پہنچ جائے، وہ تو چاہتا ہے کہ آپ جیتے جی امام کے روح کے اندر، امام کے نور کے اندر ایک ہو جائیں۔ تبھی تو آپ کو اسم اعظم دیا ہے۔ مولا فرماتے ہیں کہ آپ یقین رکھیں، اب یقین رکھیں، آپ فیتھ رکھیں، اور پھر آپ توجہ سے، ہیوملٹی کے ساتھ، خوشی کے ساتھ، برڈن سے نہیں، خوشی کے ساتھ عبادت میں بیٹھے۔ دیکھیں وہ ایک منٹ کے لیے، ایسا نہ سوچے کہ مجھے ایک گھنٹہ عبادت کرنی ہے، اب سوچے مجھے ایک منٹ عبادت کرنی ہے، بس ایک منٹ کرتے 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 آپ اس کے قریب، اس کے نور کے قریب، closer closer and closer to the نور of امامت۔ اب اس سے قریب 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 ایک منٹ کرتے کرتے اس کے نور میں ایک ہو جائیں گے، آپ کو پتا بھی نہیں چلے گا۔ اور وہ خوشی، آپ ٹرائی کریں آج رات کو، وہ ایک منٹ کی خوشی آپ کو کہاں سے کہاں لے جائیں گی۔ آپ اپنی ظاہری، فزیکل، جسمانی ساری تکلیف کو بھول جائیں گے انشاءاللہ تعالی۔ So let me stop here and let's see if we have any comments or question.
Subhanallah, sir, Subhanallah. Friends, if you have any question, please share in the chat room. Sir, we don't have any question in the chat right now. Friends, please unmute your device if you have any questions.
یہ علی مدد
یا علی مدد۔
سر، جیسے آپ بولے نا کہ تھاٹس آتے ہیں تو روکنا ہے، سجدہ کرنا ہے، تو اس میں بھی یہ تھاٹس آتے ہیں کہ ہم لوگ اتنے گنہگار ہیں، کچھ نہ کچھ نندا ہو جاتی تو کبھی حسد ہو جاتی، تو پھر ایسا لگتا کہ اتنے امپیور ہے تو پھر یالی باپا کیسا ہمارے پاس آئیں گے، تو ویسے تھاٹس آتے ہیں۔ تو वो टाइम पे प्लीज आप बताइए ना कि कैसे इसको अपन वो करना।
जी, तो उसके लिए जो वर्ड हमने इस्तेमाल किया वो था गिरियावजारी, राइट। तो जब आपको कोई भी थॉट्स आए इबादत में, डज़न्ट मैटर कि क्या थॉट आते हैं, जब आप सजदे में जाएंगे ना, तो आपने क्या किया कि सबसे पहले वो थॉट्स का आपने क्या किया कि उन ख्यालात को तोड़ दिया। अब आप सजदे में जब जाएंगे तो आप सब्जेक्ट को चेंज कर देंगे, यानी कि आप इमाम से वो बातें करेंगे कि जिस तरह माँ और बेटा बात करता है, राइट। अब इमाम को बोलेंगे देखिए मौला, तो आप देख रहे हैं ना कि मेरी गुर्बत को आप देख रहे हैं, मैं इबादत नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, मैं तवज्जो नहीं दे पा रही हूँ, मेरा इसमें आजम नहीं चलता जिस तरह से चलना चाहिए, लेकिन मौला तू मेहरबान है, मुझे पता है कि तू मेरे पास ही खड़ा हुआ है, क्या तू मेरी मदद नहीं कर सकता है? मौला आजा, मेरे ख्याल के अंदर आजा, या मौला तू ही मेरे लिए मेरी इबादत को पूरा कर दे। आपने कॉन्वर्सेशन चेंज कर दी, टॉपिक चेंज कर दिया, वो ख्याल सब चले जाएंगे। आप गुनाह की भी फिक्र ना करें, आप किसी चीज की फिक्र ना करें, आप सिर्फ प्यार मोहब्बत से अपनी प्यारी रूहानी माँ को पुकारें। That's it. ये आप तरीका इस्तेमाल करें, और देखिए आज रात को ही, ज्यादा दूर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, 1 मिनट अगर आपने इसके ऊपर तवज्जो दे दी और कनेक्ट हो गई है, वो 1 ही मिनट आपकी 1 घंटे की इबादत से बेहतर हो जाएगी। आप टॉपिक चेंज कर दें, और नाचीज की अर्ज है कि आप अपने गुनाहों को की माफी के लिए मुखी साहब बैठे हुए हैं, इबादत के वक्त प्यार मोहब्बत से इमाम से बातें करें, डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन, टॉपिक चेंज। हम क्यों अपने गुनाहों की तरफ तवज्जो दे रहे हैं इस वक्त? गुनाहों की तरफ कब तवज्जो देनी है? जब हम लाइन में खड़े हुए हैं तोबो के लिए, जब हम मुखी साहब के पास जाते हैं, वो वक्त चले गया। इबादत से पहले हमने वो कर लिया, इबादत के वक्त इमाम के ऊपर तवज्जो दें, इसमें आजम के ऊपर तवज्जो दें। देखा आपने, ये आसान तरीका है। इंशाल्लाह आप कोशिश करें, आज ही आपका काम हो जाएगा इंशाल्लाह। मौला बहुत ही मेहरबान है जी।
Sir, we have one question in the chat. What to do if you keep falling asleep during ibadat?
हाँ, ये अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, और ये होता है। याद रखें कि हमारी हैबिट्स, हमारी जो हैबिट्स है ना, उसको बदलना होता है। इबादत is a practice, correct? It's a practice, not a one single time event. It's a practice. Early sleep, don't eat late at night. Matter of fact, try not to eat after evening dua, meaning 6:30 should be the last time you will eat anything. Eat early before Jamaat Khana, evening Jamaat Khana. Don't eat after the dua. Sleep early. That's one thing. Now, I know your question is not that. Your question is not that. Your question is, what do we do if we are falling asleep in ibadat? That is your question. Change the way you are. So if you are sitting in some position, so the way you're supposed to sit is like this, with your back high, your chin straight, not like this, because that will make you sleep. Sit straight, chin straight, your back is straight. It will be hard to fall asleep like that. Change your position a little bit. I have seen people, if they are having hard time staying awake, they get up, stand up for a minute. Change your position. Practice, practice, practice. If you have good enough sleep, number one, and number two, if the way that you are sitting is correct, it will help you and it will keep you awake. Again, the love of the Imam, the love of the Isme Azam, the love for the Bandagi. If you love to do something, if you are concentrated on the Ibadat, on your Isme Azam, you will not be able to fall asleep. Doesn't matter how tired you are. I have seen people, they will sleep at midnight and wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and not fall asleep because they love to do Ibadat. It's a practice, not a single one-time event in the middle of the night. It's a practice. Ji.
Friends, if you have any question, please unmute your device.
Kamar Sahib, there's a question in the organizers only section of the chat.
Which is?
Yes, okay, I see that. Okay, just okay. So the friends are asking, Aziz sir, please explain the meaning behind the gut part in the morning Jamaat Khana. Is there a meaning behind closing the light off straight after dua gut part Qaim Karan?
I'm not understanding. What light are we speaking of? What light
Yes,
are we talking of?
I think the friend, I think whichever Jamaat Khana this friend attends, I think they turn off the lights immediately after the dua Qaim Karan. So, I mean, they want to know any meaning behind it.
I have no idea. I don't know what light that is.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe it's the practice of the Jamaat Khana, but it doesn't happen over here. So,
या अगर जो भी ये लिख रहा है क्वेश्चन, अगर वो अनम्यूट करके एक्सप्लेन करे कि क्या कहना चाहता है, तो then maybe we can see if something I know, because I don't know what this light is. जी.
She was asking about the lamp, like the light that's on the pot, the lamps. So I think in her Jamaat Khana, she was saying there's some people who get upset if you don't turn off the lamp immediately after Qaim Karanji Dua. Is there a reason for that, or is that just particular to that particular Jamaat, or?
All right, so I don't know what lamp that is, but my humble opinion is, why are we paying so much attention to the physical things? What is the, I mean, if the lamp is on or off, does it make any difference to you, your soul, your connection to the Imam? I would say, do not pay too much attention to the physical thing. Do not. It doesn't matter. We don't even have light. I have no idea what light you're talking about. So does it matter if my Jamaat Khana, the Jamaat Khana I attend, does not even have a light to turn off or on? You see, physical thing does not matter. उसकी कोई अहमियत नहीं है. जब उसकी अहमियत ही नहीं है कुछ, तो फिर क्या फर्क पड़ता है लाइट ऑन है ऑफ है? क्यों हम अपना वक्त ज़ाहिरी फिजिकल चीजों पर जाया कर रहे हैं? So my humble opinion, don't waste your time on physical things. जी,
Yali Mirza Aziz sir, can I just comment a little bit if that's possible?
sure, Dr. Saab.
When we were in UK, we did not have agarbatti and things like that. And on the Gatpat dua, where the Gatpat person would recite the dua, there would be a small table lamp over there. And that would be started when the Gatpat was starting. And when the whole ceremony was finished and the Kaim Karin dua was done, the light would close off. So that was just symbolic that the Gatpat is on. I don't understand. I don't believe there was anything more than that. And that is a local practice. I don't know whether it's now, but it was there about 20 years ago. Yeah,
I
Limita,
see,
thank you.
okay. Yeah, so like Dr. Saab said, it was just symbolically. Personally, I have practiced myself and I will, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I would say, don't pay attention to the physical things. It really doesn't matter. You know, if light is on, off, is there or not there. Because nothing will change if light is on or off or is there or not there. G. Thank you, Dr. Saab. G. Kamri Saab.
So we don't have any questions in the chat. Friends, please unmute.
याली मदद अच्छा
याली
मुझे ये जानने का था कि हक की रोजी तो उसके बारे में कुछ रोशनी देंगे
हक की रोजी वो क्या होता है पहले ये
मैं बोला हक की रोजी अभी कभी कभी अपन को होता है ना कभी कभी अपन को डाउट होता है कि ये मेरा ईमानदारी का पैसा है कि वो है ऐसा और एक वक्त कुछ मैं भी सुनना कि भाई झूठ नहीं बोलेंगे तो फिर धंधा कैसा होगा झूठ तो बोलना ही पड़ता है ना बिजनेस के अंदर
Okay, this sounds like a personal issue to me. I mean, I hope कि हम हक की रोटी खा रहे हैं क्योंकि अगर हमको पता है कि हक की रोटी नहीं है तो मसला तो उधर से शुरू हो गया अब पर्सनल इशू हो गया नहीं ये तो
यानी कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं कहने का मतलब है मेरा
there's nothing to be confused of क्योंकि अगर हमको पता है हक की रोटी नहीं है तो यहाँ से ही यानी कि मसला का आगाज हो गया and it becomes a personal issue, right? जी, Kamri Saab.
Sir, we have a question in the chat. Friends asking, is it okay to start bandagi, pause and start again, and pause? Does it not affect the stream?
No, I mean this. If you are distracted by thoughts, then Mullah has guided us how to come back to concentrate on your bowl. And how do you do that? You stop and you restart. I mean, that's the only way. Otherwise, what you're going to be doing, you're going to be constantly fighting. And your thoughts will not stop. But each time you acknowledge that there is a thought and you stop the bandagi, you go into sajda and you restart again. What you're really doing by following this Farman, and which has been already said, that when you go in sajda, what you are doing actually, you are challenging your thoughts and you are challenging your whispers. And you are saying, I will not let you disturb me. The more your thought disturbs you, the more you go in sajda and talk to Mullah Baba. And your shaitan, he will hate you. He will not like you. In return, he will leave you. So pause, sajda, go back. Remember, we only need that 1 minute. That's all we need. That 1 minute of connection. Once you connect, the game is over. Now you are no longer in your physical thoughts. You will be in your batin, in your personal world. You will be connected with Imam's Noor. Ji.
يعني مثلا this
Yani madam.
there's a فرمان of Sultan Ahmad Shah. He says that جو شخص عبادت نہیں کرتا وہ حق کی روزی نہیں کھاتا اور شیطان اس کے دل پر قابو پا کر اس کا ایمان لوٹ لیتا ہے. تو عبادت بھی حق کی روزی ہوئی یعنی کہ عبادت نہیں کرتے تو
ہاں دیکھیں عبادت کی جو ورڈ کے جو مطلب ہے نا شاید اس کو سمجھنے میں ہمارا فرق آ گیا ہے. عبادت آپ کی نظر میں وہ ہے جو ہم 4 سے 5 کرتے ہیں. امام کی نظر میں عبادت کیا ہے؟ پہلے ہم کو یہ دیکھنا ہوگا، یہ سمجھنا ہوگا. عبادت کا مطلب ہے سبمیشن فالوئنگ. امام نے جو ورڈ یوز کیا ہے اس کے لیے وہ ہے ایتھکس آف اسلام. عبادت کیا ہے؟ ایتھکس آف اسلام. یہ ہے عبادت. آپ نے دیکھا ہم جس کو عبادت بولتے ہیں وہ بہت ہی چھوٹے معنی میں ہے. امام جب بولتے ہیں عبادت تو وہ بڑے ٹوٹل کمپلیٹ معنوں میں بولتے ہیں. تو جو ایتھک آف اسلام کو فالو نہیں کرتا وہ حق کی روزی نہیں کماتا. آپ نے دیکھا کیونکہ ایتھک آف اسلام کے اندر جھوٹ، چیٹنگ، چوری یہ نہیں ہے. تو جو امام کو فالو نہیں کرتا ہے یعنی کہ ایتھک آف اسلام کے اندر رہ کر اس کو فالو نہیں کرتا ہے وہ حق کی روزی نہیں کماتا ہے. سمجھ گئے آپ؟ جی
ایک سوال ہے میرا مشری صاحب.
جی
ویسے تو ہم زندگی میں اپنے جسم کے اجزاء کا استعمال کرتے رہتے ہیں لیکن ان کیس کسی ملک قوانین میں اگر ہم مر جاتے ہیں اور اپنے اجزاء کو ڈونیٹ کرنا چاہتے ہیں اور آپ کے مرنے کے بعد یہ اسلام میں ہے یا دین میں ہے یا قرآن میں ہے کہ آپ کے اجزاء کا حساب کتاب لیا جائے گا تو آپ کے اجزاء تو ہم نے کسی کو دے دیے مرنے کے بعد تو اب کیا ہوگا؟
Very good question. I actually had a great 2.5 hour debate on the very subject with our interfaith fellows. And the reason I laughed because
Sir, can you explain the question in English? The friends asked.
yes,
What was the
yes,
question?
I will. In English, right? Okay. So the reason I laughed when you asked me that question, so a few years back, I had a very great debate on the very subject. There was a debate at the Baylor University, the Chaplin Center in Dallas. And this Garib and Nachis was invited to that debate. And the subject was the donating our parts or the body after we die. And the reason I laughed because there was a Hindu lady, a doctor, supposed to be a champion of Hindu Tariqa. They were Christian, they were Jewish, they were atheists, and this Garib and Achiz was representing Ismaili Tariqa. And when this Hindu lady talked, she said exactly what you just said, that in Hindu Tariqa, in Hindu beliefs that we need our physical parts. And she was especially talking about the eyes and heart donation. That in Hindu beliefs and in Hindu Tarika, they believe they need their eyes and heart to reincarnate. Or if they are completed their cycle, how would they accept Bhagwan and how will they have the didar of the Bhagwan if they donate their eyes and if they donate their heart? You know what happened? You know how I just laughed when you asked me that question? There were hundreds of people there and they were all laughing. You know why they were laughing? Because you are talking about something of a physical. Remember, when you die, your physical body will be in the dust. You are not taking your physical parts with you. So when that same question was posed to this Garib and Nachis at that session, I simply, logically and intellectually replied, as per Imam's Farman. You know what that is? You help, you lend the hand, you help today when you are physically living, and your help does not end when you die. It does not end when you die. It does not. If you can help even after you are dead, help. Your help cannot stop when you physically die. Remember, your physical parts you are not taking with you. You are not. It is your soul that you will take. Understanding Imam's Farman is not easy. And because we take those things so literally, so physically, that we are confusing ourselves and our belief, our concepts are muddled. And normally those physical concepts are in the Hindu Tariqa, is not Islamic Tariqa, nor is a Ismaili Tariqa. Ismaili Tariqa is the Tariqa of the logic and intellect. So my friend, donate whatever you like. Matter of fact, if you ask me personally, I would like to donate my entire body to research. Not just my eyes, not just my heart, my entire body. If they can do some research and they can help the humanity, I'll be happy to help them even after I am dead. Why should I stop my help when I'm dead? No, I wanted to continue to help the humanity. Continue to help humanity. G. Let's make one last question and then we will stop. Do we have
थैंक यू
last
मिस्टर
question?
साहब, थैंक यू, बहुत शुक्रिया, बड़ी मेहरबानी। अभी मैंने चंद चीजें दी थी, अब मैं पूरा जिस्म दे दूंगा रिसर्च को। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Inshallah, inshallah, inshallah. G.
So we have a question in the chat. Sir, what do you think about reciting of Salawat for Imam's good health or Shahe Kareem al-Akram? Is there any difference in zikr? If yes, what is it and why?
A good question. Again, let me, I don't know, ये उर्दू में है कि इंग्लिश में है?
Sir, in English.
Okay. So, Imam, he's Rahmatul Alameen. Imam is Ali Allah. Imam is Noor. We, Garib, Nachis, nobody. What can we do to pray for someone who is himself full of mercy, full of Noor, Ali Allah? उर्दू में इसको बोलते हैं मैं किस खेत की मूली हूं? Who do we think we are? In English, that we will pray for someone who is eternal, Noor. How do we pray for Imam? How do we pray for Imam? Imam is everything. Imam is Noor. Imam is Ali Allah. Imam is mercy for us.
Ajit,
How do we
sir,
pray for Imam?
someone also meant that Ali is Allah, Imam is Allah, Hazrat Imam Karim Shah is Ali, Allah. That is our faith, we believe. But someone was telling me that we say salawat on the Imam's physical form because he is as a human being among us. Now that I don't know.
Yes, remember, if you remember this one principle, all your question will go away. One single principle. Our tariqa is a tariqa of logic
Intellect.
and intellect.
Yes.
You think Imam needs your prayer? Does it make any
No.
logic?
No,
That's your
doesn't make.
answer. See, I don't care what people say. See, why do we entangle ourselves in people's thought?
That's it.
Logic, intellect is our tariqa. When
That's it.
something does not make logic, if your intellect does not accept, then you know there is an issue right there. So
Yes.
forget about what people says.
Yes.
G.
Okay.
G. Thank you so much. Should we stop here, Kamre Sahib?
Ji, sir.
Sir, can I say one thing real quick?
G.
Because it's about this last point. And typically, I think I share your thought that I'm always a little bit surprised when there's a sentiment of praying, let's say, praying to Allah for the Imam's whatever success or health or anything. But I think in this particular question, the reason why it came is because in some of the groups that might be starting, someone is asking, can we do a prayer for the Imam, let's say for his health? And an answer came back that yes, we can. But in the explanation, it's pretty clear. I think it's sort of shifting the thought that we can do this, but with the understanding that we are no one to pray for the Imam first. And if we're doing it, it's more out of a love and also asking forgiveness for our inability to recognize Imam properly. And the fact that Imam has come in a human body, but they're asking almost like with a good intention that Imam should not take any pain for our sake while we are so sinful, while we are so unable to recognize. So I think they're trying to convert this. If someone has the intention of, I want to pray for the Imam, then yes, we can, but we should understand why we're doing it. Is it really praying for Imam, like in the sense that we're going to be giving him benefit, or is it benefit for us? And I think that's where the question has come from.
Okay. So should we stop here?
Ji, sir.
Thank you, everyone. See
Yali
you all
Madad.
tomorrow morning. Yali
Oh, yeah.
Madad. Tomorrow morning we are starting 1 hour just for your note.
Thank
Yali
you.
Madad.
Thank you, Ajit sir, for
Yali
visiting us
Madad.
in Ottawa.
Yalimdat sir, thank you sir.
Shukram Alhamdulillah. Shukram Alhamdulillah. Yali Madad.
Yali Madad.
Yali Madad.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May Mola bless you always.
Yali Madad.
Yali Madad. Yali Madad.
Yali Madad and thank you.
Yali Madad. Yali Madad. Yali Madad.
Thank you, Alim.